hopefully you can see me okay. All right, I think we got it back. I do have a new thing. I had to redo this, so hopefully y'all will catch the stream and be able to get back over here. I am so sorry, guys. So, technological difficulties, story of my freaking life. I'm so sorry. I do have top chats on. The setup I wanted to use, unfortunately, is not going to work. I had wanted to have my tablet up on mute so that I could type in, messages to everybody as it's going. That's not working. I tried to get this thing to go in landscape like I had it. It's just not working. I'm so sorry. Hopefully everybody will be able to migrate over here just fine. So we're just going to take a few minutes, give everybody a minute to realize that I had to restart the screen, restart the stream. I'm so sorry for the technological difficulties, and I appreciate you guys bearing with me. It's so nice to see everybody kind of showing up. I really appreciate it. You will notice, hopefully once everybody migrates over, we have 3 wonderful mods on my channel who are going to be watching the chat. You will see, first and foremost, who stepped up was Elaine from T-Tats and Tarot. You are wonderful, Elaine. Thank you so much. The second mod you will notice is my husband, Herb, which would be Black Wolf 2003. So everybody say hi to him. And yeah, babe, you're not kidding. Technology freaking hates me. And my third mod is the amazing and wonderful Jackie Jacaranda, who is a fabulous mod. So I'm just going to start out kind of giving everybody a few minutes to get orientated back in and say some hello. So hello, I made the grades. So good to see you. And obviously wonderful hello to my hubby and to Elaine and Jackie, my other wonderful mods. And to Deanne, our wonderful blue crescent tarot. Obviously, sip sip. Make sure everybody, gives Deanne her thumbs up there. Oh, so, well, that was a bit of fun. So hopefully everybody will get on over here okay. It's not going to be a super formal thing today. Anyway, this is more to get me used to how this is going to work. So I can fix it and just kind of get more used to everything. So what I'm going to do is plan something. Once I kind of get this figured out, we'll plan something a little more formal. But for today, super informal chat, just, hey, how you guys doing and where I'm at, what I've been doing, that kind of thing. So, if you're new to my channel, I go off on all things nerdy, not the least of which is books, writing, and music, and of course tarot, because most of the people in the chat I know are my wonderful, wonderful Tarot Tube fam, so much love to every single last one of you. I'm so glad you guys are here. Yeah, and just today, before I struggled to kind of get on live here, my channel hit 100 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. This is freaking amazing. I honestly had very little expectations when I started this channel. It was pretty much just hey, if a few of my friends and family decide to subscribe and kind of keep track of what I'm doing, great. But since I joined TarotTube, you guys have really just exploded. This is awesome. Oh, thank you, Orshi. Okay, we're gonna do channel shoutouts at some point too, but Orshi is an amazing, wonderful person. I'm so glad you're able to make it, even if you were only to come by and say hi. Thank you so much, Orshi. It's so wonderful to see you. I love you. You have a great day wherever you're at, okay? And we'll be sure when this goes back up, I'll be sure to do lots of channel shoutouts and descriptions for you. Make sure we can get some people to check out all of your wonderful YouTube channels. Orshi is fabulous, but so are all of you. And I really want to help everybody just grow and thrive and just continue having that great time that we all do here, because this is fun, And again, hopefully everybody will be able to migrate over here from the other chat. Again, technology hates me, and I am so sorry, guys. Hopefully time. It'll be a lot smoother. So what I get for trying to switch things, I honestly, you have a great day, Orshi. Have a good day and take care. Be safe out there, all right? Tried to switch over to the tablet because I already had the tablet pulled up, and, well, it just decided, no, we're not going to film anymore. That is my luck. So, hopefully, Elaine will be able to make her love over her way over here, too. And I see we have Kim from Abundant Life Tarot there. Hey, Kim. Oh, so wonderful to see you. Another super channel shout out that's going to happen. She is fabulous. You guys really got to check her out. Kim is great. Wonderful and friendly, and actually one of the little announcements of things that I'm going to be trying to do actually involves one of her groups, because, in fact, why don't I just get that out of the way while we're waiting for everybody to come on. Kim obviously runs a Facebook group for Abundant Life Tarot, which is wonderful, wonderful community over there. Lots of great people, lots of great insight, and one of the things they like to do is deck studies. Well, I'm trying to get things together because, hopefully, starting January, I will be running one with Kim's, great blessings on that group. Probably posting some YouTube videos too, but I'm going to be doing a study on the Starman Tarot that everybody can join. So, yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that later on, and obviously as it gets closer to the new year, I'll be reminding everybody and all that. So, yeah. Let's just kind of take her slow and just kind of get started out on some lower level stuff. Yeah. Again, I just really appreciate all you guys. This is not horribly super scripted. I have just a very general small checklist of stuff that I kind of want to talk to you guys about. And let me get a quick sip before I do that, and we'll go from there. All right. So, first of all, in general, it has been one hell of a week. We'll leave it at that. I lost both a friend and an uncle this week, so that has not been fun. Obviously, there's been a lot of processing that's been having to go on through that, so that, and with busy work, that's kind of the rough stuff that, we'll get the ick out of the way right away. That's why I've been asking on my page for, happy memes and stuff, just to kind of keep my mind in a positive space. Is, because I've been trying to deal with that, it's not been fun. And, just the general day-to-day struggles, but we're not going to dwell on that because we're here for happy times, right? We're all here to hang out with some friends and just have a good old, just gentle little chat. I plan to be on for at least an hour. Give that a try. Provided technology cooperates with me. I do apologize, you guys. That is always a big factor. Sometimes it just likes to take a dump on me. What can I say? If you've ever read the Dresden Files, I kind of have the same problem Harry Dresden does. Those of you who have read those books will understand. Jim Butcher is the author of that series. Cannot recommend them enough. My husband and all of our best friends love that book series. So, yeah. Definitely check them out if you can. Yeah, so speaking of that, why don't we start out with, actually, let's just talk about some books. Let's talk about what I've been reading and what I've been enjoying lately. And obviously you guys are more than welcome to pop what you've been checking out in the chat. Let's get some dialogue going here. But thank you, Deanne. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, it has not been fun, but it is a part of life, and just, I'm okay. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so let's start out with stuff I'm kind of in the middle of reading and haven't finished yet. First one I've been looking at is Elric Saga by Michael Moorcock, about Elric and Melniboné. It's fantasy, because that's kind of my jam. I love my sci-fi and fantasy. It's an older book. I want to say they were originally published like in the 90s, maybe earlier. Yeah, because this one was put together a lot earlier, but yeah, we're talking like 70s, 80s. Yeah, some old school fantasy. Pretty good. It's like the first three books. They're all pretty short, so it's a pretty quick read. I'm enjoying it. Finding some things rather amusing with the main character and his personality, but overall, I'm kind of enjoying it. The next one I'm in the middle of reading is this Stephanie Woodfield Celtic Lore and Spellcraft of the Dark Goddess, Invoking the Morrigan. And yeah, this has been a really, really, really good book. I am really enjoying the heck out of this. Those of you who may or may not know, one of my deities, you know, I'm Wiccan, obviously. One of the deities I work with is Morrigan. So, a couple of these books you're going to see follow along with that because I've really been kind of getting in touch with that, with her, so to speak. And that was a really great book on it. I've also been reading Dark Moon Mysteries by Timothy Roderick, Wisdom, Power, and Magic of the Shadow World. And this one is more about shadow work and working with and integrating your shadow, which I'm very, very much about working with inner child work and kind of, you know, just working through that. So that's kind of what I've been doing, is working with that book. And then the last two are both by Courtney Weber. I bought one of them because it just kept calling to me, and then I went back and got the second one because the first one was so good. And the first one is about Bridget. History, Mystery, and Magic of the Celtic Goddess. And that is one of my other patrons that I'm working with because I am actually working my way through the Celtic Pantheon and kind of learning more about them. Really enjoying it. The second book by her, I mean, is called The Morrigan, Celtic Goddess of Magic and Might. So, once again, thank you, Shauna. I appreciate that. Hello to Shauna from Shauna Ray Tarot. I'm really glad your channel's back up, by the way. Your first video was really good. You gave a lot of really good talking points, too, so I really appreciated that. You gave me a lot to think about and directions I want to take with my own channel, so thank you, and I'm so glad you're here. This is my fellow Sag. But yeah, this is a really good book if you want to learn about Morrigan or Celtic mythology, so definitely highly recommend it. I really like Courtney Weber's writing style, so definitely check her out if you can. So yeah, you know, feel free to drop anything you guys have been reading that you've been enjoying in the chat, even if I don't see them right away or catch them in the chat. I will play this back once it's available and read through, you know, comment, all that good stuff at a later date. Like I said, with technical difficulties, hopefully everybody can make it over. Let's see. What other good stuff have we been doing lately? Oh yeah, the movies and TV. I've actually been watching quite a few things lately that have been really, really, really good. And yeah, they all are, Deanne. You really should check them out if you can. Libraries are a beautiful thing. Check them out. They're beautiful. Let's see. Well, the first thing, of course, because, well, I'm wearing my dragon glass, as they would say in that series. You know, my obsidian. I actually have been watching House of the Dragon, which has been fantastic. By the way, I'm not going to go into any spoilers whatsoever for any of these series, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So, I'm just basically going to say, yeah, I really like it, or no, I don't, and just kind of mention some of the standout stuff without any spoilers, so don't worry about that. All I will say is Matt Smith and all the actors in that series, absolutely killing it. Game of Thrones is back. That's all I can say. Obviously, a lot of controversy after the ending of the last series left a lot of people with sour taste in their mouth, so I'm really glad to see how much this new series is taking off and how good it's genuinely been. You know, it's even kind of made Herb a lover of that world, and he's always kind of been a little bit on the downside with that one. So, oh, awesome. Elaine did make it back over. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. And thank you again, Elaine and Jackie and Herb, for, you know, being my lookouts and my mods today. I really appreciate all of you. Let's see, what else? She-Hulk. That's another one I've been watching. And yeah, that has been, it's absolutely hilarious. If you don't go into it expecting anything too uber serious and just kind of take it for what it is, it's a lot of fun. I think you guys would really enjoy it. It's funny, lighthearted, short, so it's not a huge time commitment, and it's once a week, so it's just a really nice breather from some of the heavy stuff. That said, talking about heavy stuff, Sandman. That series has been and is fantastic. I have been absolutely loving it. Tom Sturridge just knocked it out of the park as Dream. Beautiful. I won't say anything more. Again, I'm not going to get into spoilers for any of these, but it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. I'm a huge Neil Gaiman fan, so that's just something we've really been enjoying. I will say it is heavy and can have very heavy moments, so watch and be mindful of that. If you decide to do that and you're having maybe a heavier day and maybe you want something a little lighter, that may not necessarily on that particular day be the best one for you. But if you can handle it, it's amazing. Visually beautiful too, I might add, by the way. And then of course, I'm so sad my Stranger Things is over for the season because God, that season was so good. It's my favorite series, you guys. You know me. I'm a nerd and an 80s kid. So that series just ticked every single freaking box. Just loved it. Loved it. Obviously, I'm still waiting on the next season of Witcher and The Mandalorian, and the couple new Star Wars series that they're going to have starting up because I eat that stuff up. So this December is going to be pretty lit when that comes out. Looking forward to all of it. I really do want to watch Morbius as well, but I have not been able to find it on any streaming service whatsoever, unless you have to pay for it. You can rent it on several different places, but I haven't even seen any things that allow it to be streamed for free. So, may or may not get to see that one. We'll see how that goes. If you guys have any idea of where to look into it, we'll see. And, yeah, Lena, I can understand that. I watched the first episode and had trouble getting past that one. But once I did, it just somewhere along the line, there was just a hook there that I didn't even realize was in there. And I fell in love with all of these characters, and the storyline just really picked up. And it does get really interesting. I would watch it. I would try to persevere, but I'm also not going to push you into, spending time on something that you're not enjoying simply because life is too short and there's too many great things out there to spend your time on. If you have the gumption and are willing to do it, I think you might surprise yourself and enjoy it. But then again, I'm coming from a place of way nostalgia where that's concerned, with a lot of the 80s references and the Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of that kind of helped me get through that because I'm such a big mega fan of all of that stuff. Kind of pulled me through some of the slower parts of the story. But again, hey, not trying to, tell people what to do because everybody's got different tastes, right? Not everything is going to appeal to everybody. You would think as a Lord of the Rings fan, I'd be all over the Rings of Power. But just everything I read, I am quietly noping out of it. I'm not interested. Mostly because it sounds like they didn't get all the rights to some of the things that they actually want to tell a story about. So they're going to have to really do some creative crap in order to even be able to tell the story that they want to tell. And that just to me makes me really nervous that it's even going to be good. So I'm really skeptical and holding off. Probably, maybe won't even watch that one. Just kind of how it goes. So next thing, we'll end with decks and all of that. We'll get onto that in a little bit. But, yeah, music is kind of the next thing I want to talk about. I actually rediscovered, I should say, a wonderful song by the name of My Mother's Savage Daughter. If you guys ever get a chance to listen to it, do it. It is so good. I wish I could remember the name of the artist right off the top of my head, but I can't. There's been a lot of covers of it, though, so I'm sure you can find a version of it that suits. If you get a chance, I highly recommend it. Check it out. Obviously, we know I'm kind of an 80s metalhead, so that's kind of what I'm into. But, you know, hey, I have very eclectic tastes. Go figure. All right. So, what I'd like to do next, I guess I'll just kind of talk a little bit about some of the decks that I'm working with this month and where my channel's going, some of the other stuff that I'd like to do between now and hopefully the end of the year, and we'll kind of keep the conversation moving from there. I'm going to get another quick sip. Caffeine makes the world go round, I swear. First thing, because it's the closest, we will go with this little guy here, the Whispering Woods. I absolutely love this little deck. I'm not gonna like flip through and show everybody all these decks, but I am going to. I'll show you like just a couple and move on. But like, see, it's just a little oracle. They just give you a single word and a little phrase to go with it. You know, they're very pretty. Actually, I should probably flip it around and show you what the backs look like. The backs are very pretty, very woodland, very fall, very harvesty. I love using this deck as a kind of a capstone, as kind of a theme or a conversation starter, because the big deck that I'm working with, once again, this September, is my favorite fall deck, which is my Oak Ash and Thorn. I was going to do a different deck out of the ones I picked for my, like, dailies, but, I mean, I love this deck so much. It was really hard for me to not use it. Or she totally will understand what I'm talking about if she watches this back, because this is, like, one of her favorite decks. Again, I won't belabor it and show you a whole bunch, because I know a lot of people have seen the Oak Ash and Thorn, but just color-wise, oh, my little foxies. You can see why I like this deck for fall, because it's so pretty. It's just got a very calm energy, very nurturing, very pretty, even in the harder cards like this one. That one makes me sad. I can't help it. I see that little bunny and I just want to, like, cuddle him. And I love that little mommy with the baby deer. It's so adorable. But anyway, that's the deck that I'm working with as far as what is my daily draw. That's what I'm doing this month is Oak Ash and Thorn, because I just couldn't not do it. I had to. I was going to do the next deck that I'm going to show you, but this one is called harder, so that's the one that's my daily. The next one that I've been working with, because it's a darker time of the year, has been the Dark Angels. That's kind of the back. Let me show you what the backs look like. Beautiful blue. This one definitely has darker energy. Definitely more of a shadow worky type vibe to it. And I'm basically just using it as kind of a random, if I have a tarot challenge that I see that I like, or, you know, just kind of a random reading I feel like doing. That's kind of what I'm doing with this deck this month. I'm also finding different things I can pair it with to kind of make things work more cohesively with this deck and myself, because I don't always gel with that really dark energy. But working on it one step at a time. I'm not going to get too far into the next one because I have it in order to study. I'm biting the bullet. I'm using the Spirit Keeper more because I like it more, but I am kind of studying this little guy, the Toth, a little bit, my Mr. Crowley. Mostly just because I really want to get better at, you know, symbolism and, you know, the more intuitive aspects of things. And you don't get a much deeper, more symbolic deck than this one. So, definitely going to be working with that one at some point. I just haven't had the oof to start that up with, because I want to start that back up alongside my Spirit Keepers by Benabel one, which we know the Revelation Edition is gorgeous and also super detailed and takes a lot to kind of go through all the symbolism and everything. Now for my weeklies, and also, if I, once Lisa Pepez has it set up, I'll be participating in the next installment, hopefully, of her role-playing the tarot, because it combines my love of D&D and my love of cards. Why wouldn't I? The deck I'm going to be using for that and for my weekly draws this month is the Neon Moon, which I love pairing this with the Starman. They're perfect together. But this is cyberpunk 80s neon loveliness. It's wonderful. I'm enjoying this deck so much. I can't say enough good things about it. It's one of my favorites. I love having it in the tin. It's great. And only to answer your question, as far as Crowley, I'm finding, as long as I don't use Crowley's actual writing to try to understand the deck, I'm doing a lot better. I'm actually looking into getting a couple different books at some point. I can't remember the names right off the top of my head, but they're on a wish list. At some point I will be picking them up. And they are both on the Toth, and they work a lot better for me, like to conceptualize how to work with that deck. For whatever reason, Crowley's writings just annoy me. I can't with that guy and his writing. And also, he's not what I would exactly call an exemplary person. Obviously, not going to cast shade on Lady Frida Harris at all, because I know next to nothing about her, and her artwork is gorgeous. Crowley would not have that deck without her, so I'm not going to start that. But I'm not exactly a fan of Crowley as the person for many, many reasons. And yes, you can actually find Neon Moon on Etsy. I would highly recommend it. It's actually not that expensive. Even for like an independently produced deck, it's very, very cheap for what I've seen on there. So definitely worth the buy. And thank you, Elaine, for that. I've been wanting to get a hold of a couple of Mary Greer's books anyway. So I will definitely put that on the watch list and check out. And the last one that I've really been working with, other than, of course, I always randomly work with my Labyrinth Tarot. Y'all know how I feel about Labyrinth and David Bowie. I've said it so many times on my channel. I don't need to pull that one out again or go over that again. You guys know how much I love that, and that's my favorite movie and my nostalgia. But besides that and my Murder of Crows to work with Morrigan, the other deck I'm working with, and I'm working with this one for the whole year, is my Luxex Zumba. And I'm going to try to get some light where you can kind of see there we go. There's the sparkles. Very, very pretty. This is by Mystic. This is an indie deck. This version is out of print. This is the first edition. I think the second edition might still be available. It's coming from France, though, so fair warning on that. If you do decide to get it, I saved up for a very, very long time to get my hands on this copy. But it is gorgeous. Yeah, Elaine, that Murder Crows. You know what? Let me finish talking about this. We will talk about Murder Crows, because that deck is, holy crap. It deserves a little segment, so we'll talk about that in a second. But I'm actually using this for my new and full moon readings. I have a beautiful cloth that I used to put under it. That's nothing but constellations. Hey, Sagittarius! But this deck, and the camera is not going to do it justice, guys. I'm telling you right now. If you think it looks pretty like this, it's a million times prettier in person. And it reads really great. I don't usually do Marseille. And this is just chef's kiss. This deck is so beautiful. And it's great. Oh yeah, definitely wish list. It is beautiful, and if you ever do get it again, you will not regret it, because this thing reads really well. I've done readings for myself and other people, and it's just knocks it out of the park every time. It's a great all-around deck, and it's just pretty. It's just so pretty. You know me in aesthetics. I'm big on that. So, but yeah, it looks beautiful on screen, but it just in person, it's 10 times more gorgeous, and the colors just pop. And, you know, it's just a simplistic color palette, not necessarily limited, but just the simplistic colors bring it out so well, and there's so much movement in some of the pictures. I was just amazed at how much they could do with just 10 swords, but then they put it inside of like a tornado, and you can see like movement within. You can literally see the spirals that they're doing of the black and the white wind around the swords. Just beautiful. But yeah, let me pull out the Murder Girls here, and yeah, let's talk about this bad boy, because this deck is pretty awesome. I have just the plain old cheap mass market edition because I missed the indie one, you know, the special edition with the red, but I also kind of didn't, believe it or not, really like it with the extra red. I kind of wanted just the plain bone white and black, and this, guys, is not my normal aesthetic. And of course you're going to be upside down, aren't you? Alright, we'll flip it for a bit. This is not my normal aesthetic. Dark, maybe, but like the black and white, I do not like monochromatic decks, guys, and I just, something about it, instant freaking connection from the minute I picked it up. And it has given me such clear messages. And like I said, this is the deck that I use to kind of commune with the Morrigan, because that's one of the big two that I'm studying right now. I'm kind of studying my the goddesses I've kind of chosen as my female patrons in the Celtic Pantheon, and this is just blunt AF. I will tell you guys that right now. Don't expect to be coddled. This deck does not do coddling at all. I have some decks that are sharper, even, if you will, but this one just to the point, no frills, but it's a hard hitter, but it's good. It's so good, guys. So I would highly recommend it. Oh, speaking of my Celtic studies, just as a show and tell, I actually found a while back a set of Ogham runes, and I've actually been really kind of trying to study them. Found them on Etsy. CorvusMoonPottery.com. We'll just pull out a couple. They are not made like out of different stumps of wood like originally they would be, but it's just really cool. Just little. And I'll pull out a couple of them. They're tiny. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. They're not in a group, but they're just really cool. I'm still studying the book that I have on them and the little book that came with them. At some point, I would really like to do that and add to my collection. By the way, I know Kristen Louise Panel was in here. If I didn't get a chance to say hi to you, Kristen, I just want to throw out a big hello. I know you may or may not be able to have been able to hang out. Check out her channel. Check out her deck, the Star Rune Oracle. I've been wanting to get that and a thing to cast my own runes on to put them together, because I think they would work lovely together. You should check out that deck. It is beautiful. Kristen has put such a lot of hard work into it, and it shows. So check it out on Make Playing Cards if you guys get a chance. I would highly recommend them. I'm literally just waiting until I have the cash to drop on them. Eventually, they will be in my collection. But yeah, I'm just really kind of enjoying getting to know these decks. Kind of looking forward to it because my Lord of the Rings tarot that was on order forever ago will be coming. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. I can't believe it. I've been waiting since freaking March. So that will be awesome. I know it's going to be an Insight edition, but I love my Labyrinth tarot, so there's a chance I'll like that one too. I'm also finally, hopefully, end of next month, going to be getting my hands on the Literary Tarot that I kickstarted forever ago. They ran into a lot of supply issues, delayed the release. So, but hopefully I'll be able to get that. probably going to be all I get, other than maybe the Star Moon Oracle, and I'm also hoping to get the second season of Orshi's Zombie Oracle, Utopia, because that looks fabulous, and it's one of my favorite oracles. I love it. I'm going to be pulling that out next month to go with my decks, so hopefully I'll be able to afford to get it in time to have it to work with those decks next month, but if not, I'll get it when I get a chance to get it. But either way, other than those, I'm probably going to be on a very low key for a while because a lot of stuff has come up and I just need to pump the brakes, which is okay. We need to do that from time to time, and it'll just make it that much more special if I can still, when all that is done, maybe happen to catch some of these things. So yeah, beyond that, I just kind of want to talk a little bit more about some of the stuff I'm going to be looking into here. I'm actually going to be doing some VRs. I've got a couple of them pre-recorded, actually. I just haven't gone ahead and uploaded them, which I will do later this week for you guys. I am also going to, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I know he will be posting it once it's done, and I will let Scott do that, but I will be doing some readings with Scott on his channel. That's Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. So that will be posted by him when that's all settled. So I will let him do the promotion for that, but I will be a guest there, and that will be fun. I'm also working to try to figure out lives, because my intent, hopefully, is to start having guests on the channel and actually, start having some great conversations with some people that I really love and admire and enjoy talking to here on YouTube. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to start planning those. I'm hoping to start being able to do those by November or December. I have a lot of technology to sort out, and it takes me a long time. But once that happens, I am going to start having guests on my channel, and more VRs, hopefully more lives. I definitely would like to do another one for sure around my birthday, December 7th. I'm also working with some very good friends of mine here on Tarot 2 in the Facebook group Tried Spread Revisited. Please visit the Facebook group, check it out. We have some pretty cool stuff going on there. I'm hopefully maybe we can get together, do another video there. But that's a hypothetical. That's not even in the works. It's just my little brain going, that would be fun. Also, I'm trying to find out some of the things that I might like to do. Do I just want to have start doing you have your, like Sandra from the Whispering Well has her, Wandering Wows. You have your, July Happies, your, August Excitements kind of thing. A lot of different channels are having their monthly, hey, what did you enjoy? So I've been thinking about trying to do some of those. Obviously, if you guys think that's cool, let me know. If you want to see something like that, I'll definitely be doing that. Might do a few deeper dives into some decks and talk about, working with them, because I know that's been requested. I'm waiting on something, and when that something comes in, you guys will potentially be getting my very first unboxing on the channel, if I can figure out how to film that without completely screwing it up. Because I want to film that and also show a very, very special deck, because I also was able to find my unicorn deck. So I got very, very, very lucky, and I kind of want to share that. So there's going to be a video on that at some point. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on and where I'm at. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of more interesting things. I started doing some more review kind of things, like books or movies or shows or something on here, just to kind of vary up the content a little bit, have a little more fun, because I do enjoy my nerdiness. So, and I want to indulge more than just the tarot stuff, even though, of course, that's one of my great loves. We all know that. Yeah, that's pretty much all the scripted things that I had to go over. I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys. I appreciate y'all being here. So, hey, let's keep things going in the chat there. What else have we got? What kind of things have you guys been really enjoying this month as far as things you've been reading, watching, decks you've been working with? Let's see if we can get a dialogue going. And hang out for at least another 20 minutes or so. Kind of just see what we can do. This is fun. I'm really having a great time, and I appreciate you guys being here to listen to me battle, basically, and supporting the channel. That 100 subscribers, just guys, my mind is so blown, and I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. This has been wonderful. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe only another 20 minutes or so, just because I know some of you guys are overseas and it's getting late, and y'all probably want to get on to dinner at some point here pretty quick, and I'm going to be wanting to start thinking about making some lunch, maybe an early dinner at some point. So, but yeah, just kind of pipe up and let me get a sip, and we'll see what we can continue to find to talk about. And thank you guys for all the likes, by the way. Any kind of likes, comments, the subscriptions, all that, it means a lot to me. Just because I enjoy being with you guys. ShareTube has been a wonderful thing for me. It really has. I honestly would not have continued doing this on such a regular basis if you guys hadn't have been so awesome and welcoming and nice like you have been this whole time. I really appreciate all of you. So, but yeah, so what have been some of your cool moments this month, or what have been some of the things that have really sparked you guys' interest? And hopefully everything will work out in the chat here. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Sorry for the introvert problems. But hey, all things considered, this hasn't been too bad. I was honestly expecting things to be a lot more on fire for the first live. So the fact that things have gone this smoothly compared to what I thought they would, yeah. So thank you all for being here and for basically putting up with it. So let me just make sure. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Oh, there we go. There we go. I just wanted to make sure that I could actually see the chats. They kind of decided to swing by me really fast, so give me just a moment to scroll back, okay? All right. Okay, I see that Shauna did have to duck out. Well, you have a great day, Shauna. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And yeah, catch on the replay. Well, thank you, Elaine. I really appreciate that. I admire a lot of you guys too. It's why I'm here, and your channel is always so much fun. You make me laugh and giggle so much. I enjoy it. October occult. I like that, honey. I like that, Herb. I might have to steal that. Oh, and of course, unicorns. If any of you watch Lisa Pepez's channel, it's like Unicorn Fam. Yay. Okay, near-death experience videos. Oh, well, that sounds interesting, Deanne. I mean, I'm a true crime girl. I'm a weirdo. I listen to that stuff to relax. So, yeah, that sounds definitely interesting. We'll have to check that out. You'll have to throw some of your favorites up there. I really like Casual Criminalist. Anything Simon Whistler does on his YouTube channels, freaking amazing. He's a great host. You should check it out. World of Visions Tarot book of Tarot for Writers. I am trying to get my hand on that book. I only have the sample of it right now, but yeah. From what little you've shown, you're the reason I'm probably getting that book, Elaine, because that is awesome. 102. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, yep. Kale soup. Yeah, okay. That is one thing we can mention. I actually made for the first time and tried kale soup. Anybody who knows me knows I cannot stand green stuff, but I actually managed to make it. Never made it before, didn't measure anything, didn't have a recipe up, just went off gut instinct and it turned out so good. If you know me and her, we are foodies. We are horrible foodies. One of our favorite things to watch is like food channels on YouTube to get dinner ideas. So the fact that we actually made it and it turned out that good, probably some of the best soup I've ever made. That really made me happy. So that was a good thing that we've been doing is a lot of home cooked stuff because it's getting that time of year. I like soup, that time of year you want soup, you want comfort foods, you want warm things, right? Again, I miss my summer already, but hey, fall is wonderful. So we're gonna try to look forward to that and see what's coming up. Oh, homemade pesto. Yeah. Oh my God, Elaine, your homemade pesto is like just nah. Like I'm sitting there watching that, going, oh my goodness, I don't know how the heck she manages to, grow all that. Your garden is amazing looking. I love seeing your garden updates on your channel. That's so awesome. And yeah, Jackie, that kale soup, no matter how good it looks, it turned out twice as good as it looks, if that tells you anything. And yeah, Herb's not joking. I hate green vegetables, and I still eat the kale. I still hate the whole thing. Which, one friend of mine who's known me for like, oh God, 20 some years now was just like, what? You ate a green thing? Who are you? What did you do, Sarah? You actually ate vegetables? What? Because, yeah. I don't eat green leafy things as a rule. I don't. Salad is not food. It is what food eats. So the fact that I actually ate something moderately healthy I'll count that as a win. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, yeah, and then today we're having leftover coddle later. It's gonna be pretty good. Looking forward to it. It's coddle. It's basically you take a bed of onions and bacon. You cook the bacon first, and then you brown your bratwursts, and you take the bratwurst and the bacon out, and then you use the bacon grease to like cook up your onions, and then throw potatoes on the onions, and then all the meat back in with a little bit of beef stock. Oh, it's delicious. Delicious. So that's kind of what we've been working on for today for food. So yeah. Wow, I can't believe I've been blabbing on for 47 minutes. This has been a lot of fun, guys. I'm still gonna hang out for a little while longer just because I wanna, make sure that I'm giving everybody a chance to, respond and everything. Ah, they do have a kale emoji. That's great. That makes me laugh. It's like my favorite joke is, they really need a barf emoji and a facepalm emoji on Facebook. They do. Because there's so many times I look at a post and I'm just like, facepalm, really? So, yeah, other than that, I've just kind of been enjoying myself here. But you know what I think I will do for the last 10 minutes, just because it seems a shame to have all these pretty things sitting in front of me and then I use them at all, right? So, what I think I'll do is I will just do a quick one card for the collective, just for S&Gs, just to have a little bit of fun with you guys, just to kind of start to roll, round it out, roll it, ratchet it down for the last 10 minutes or so, because I think we're gonna call her here around 3 o'clock. So, but yeah, let's do that. See what we come up with. And we're gonna do the Neon Moon because I just love that deck. Like I said, it's one of my happy places. Now, I've never been able to to get into the New Era Elements DM, but yeah, I hear you on the shuffling. I've been doing that a lot because I just. Thank you. Face bumper. They need to put them on Facebook though. I need them for Facebook posts. All right. That's a general card for the collective. Just kind of what do you guys think we need to know today? Stop with this one. There we go. Let's see what we got. Okay. The Eight of Wires, which is the Eight of Wands. So, fast-paced, lots of movement. Pay attention to messages coming in. Pay attention to details, because if you go too fast and too furious, details can get lost in the scurry of trying to get things done. You know, it's Labor Day. Let's just take it easy. Pay attention to details around us and have ourselves a good old time. I'm thinking that's probably about a good estimation of the day, huh? So, yeah, there's our card for the day. And by the way, this deck shuffles really well. Doesn't matter what way you shuffle it, just so you know. You can riffle, you can do anything with this deck. So, yeah. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. So, yeah, there's your little dose of wisdom for the day. Enjoy it and take your time. And, you know, for those of us who have the bank holiday today and have the Labor Day holiday, use it. Enjoy it. Because believe me, oh, I've needed it. And I am not looking forward to going to work tomorrow. I'm not. But, you know, hey, I like to eat. And I'm sure my kitty would like her kibble. So I kind of have to go to work. But, yeah. We'll get through it. We always do. And it always winds up being one of those you think, just when you think the week can't end and it's never going to frickin' be over, Friday night hits, right? And time does go by so dang fast. But at the same point, you know, you gotta love it for what it is while it's there, because time's just gonna keep flying, right? So you gotta grab it while you got it. Yeah, and I think we're just gonna kind of wind down with that. I really, really appreciate all you guys being here. You know, Dan, Jackie, Elaine, all of you. Just thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart. I would not still be on YouTube if it weren't for you guys and for discovering this wonderful, wonderful community. You guys make me smile. You keep me going. I know I don't always catch the things live. I may not always have time to comment, but just know I do watch everything you guys put out as I get a chance. I try to comment where I can, and I appreciate everything you guys do, because y'all are what make this community great. I'm just happy to be here and be a part of it, and to have been so for 2 years now. So, and hopefully for many, many years to come. And who knows, maybe I'll even get to meet some of you guys in person, face to face someday. And that would be wonderful. I would love that. We'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you all. We're going to call it there. Please be safe. Wherever you're at, if you're doing the Labor Day thing, have a safe, happy holiday. And if not, just try not to have a stressful, manic Monday, all right? Have a good one. And thank you again to my mods. If anybody else wants to step up for that in my channel, you know, PM me. We'll make it happen. But other than that, Elaine, Jackie, you guys are great. Thank you. And of course, Herb, sweetie, my happy little lurker over there. I appreciate the hell out of you. You know I love you. So, thank you guys. Have a great day, and yeah, see you in the next one, all right? Bye.